What is up, guys? Randall here from Crypto Love, and today I'm bringing you an episode about market cycles. It's very important to understand market cycles to learn how you can profit from them. So I'm going to go over that stuff with you guys. Before I get started, though, just want to say thank you to everyone subscribing. Looks like we're going to get to 40,000 soon. Holy cow. And then 69,000. Stay tuned for that because that's going to be epic. Also, thank you to everyone mashing on that like button. And guys, if you want to find out how to win a Ledger Nano S, stay tuned. Lastly, guys, having a cruise this spring break, go to crypto-love.com/cruise, find out more about it, see if you want to come. Could be a lot of fun. Now, in case you guys haven't noticed, Bitcoin's down $13,200. Oh, wow, that's down. It's still like twice what it was a month ago. Whatever. But, oh, it's down. Oh, the travesty. That's so terrible. Oh, gosh. And Ripple's up. Oh, that's even worse. This is like a nightmare. All right? Bitcoin's down and Ripple's up. Worst nightmare coming true. Wow. But, anyways, this stuff happens, guys. And I'm talking from experience. I've been in cryptocurrencies since the beginning of the year. I've seen this happen 3 times already. It just happens over and over again. So I'm going to describe it to you guys. I'm going to walk you through it, tell you what to do, tell you what I do, and then we'll see. Maybe it'll help you out. That's what I'm hoping for. So in terms of market cycles, it basically happens over and over again. It's just like waves, okay? Peak, trough, you know, ups and downs and ups and downs. And that's very, very normal market movement. It's completely 100% normal for the markets to go up and down. And the crazy thing is that when prices go up, everybody buys in, and then when prices go down, everybody sells. Okay? That's actually what influences a lot of the price in the markets, because more people are buying a fixed amount of an asset like Bitcoin, the price goes up because there's higher supply, still constant demand. And then when people are selling it, there's a lot less demand. Same supply? I'm not sure what I said there. We'll have to see in the editing. Basically, supply stays the same, demand changes. When there's bigger demand for it, the price goes up. When there's lower demand for it, the price goes down. And the crazy thing is that people get all emotional about this. I say this all the time, we don't want to be emotional traders. There's a good reason for this, because when the price goes up and Bitcoin is sailing, everybody's like, oh, I'm a genius, I'm going to be a millionaire, and this is awesome, I'm going to buy more. And literally, guys, my phone was blowing up nonstop when Bitcoin was at $20,000. Everybody was like, I've got to buy in now. I've got to do it now. And I was like, don't. Just dollar cost average. Okay? Don't put a whole bunch of money in. Now, nobody calls me up to ask me how to buy Bitcoin when it's probably one of the best times to buy it, because the price is down low. What am I doing? I just dollar cost average all the time. But that's basically what happens with the markets. But the cool thing, all right, the cool thing about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies is there's kind of like 2 waves going on at the same time. It's almost like a double helix, it kind of looks like, if you have 2 lines going on together. It's pretty cool because first it's with Bitcoin, then it's with cryptocurrencies, and then there's kind of a pullback. So I'll walk you through that. First thing that happens is a Bitcoin surge, all right? Bitcoin just eats his can of spinach, and he gets all jacked, and then he parties too hard, he's got roid rage, and once he's done going to the moon, then the cryptocurrencies go to the moon, all the altcoins. Then they shoot up to the moon. And guys, we just saw this. Bitcoin went to $20,000 a couple days later. Then it was Litecoin. Then it was, I don't even remember anymore, but basically every other altcoin just shot up to the moon. And for the past couple of weeks, we've just been having an altcoin party where all these altcoins just go mooning all over the place. And now it's kind of slowing down. Now we have the pullback. You see? The lady pulling back her course. Yes, because we have the pullback. Normal market movement. It happens. They need to recover. So, just to kind of point this out to you guys. Here we had on, when was this? Sunday, December 17th, we had the Bitcoin all-time high. Almost $20,000. But if we look at the altcoins, that all-time high wasn't until the 20th. So, a few days later. And then also now, the 29th. And subsequently, Bitcoin dominance is at an all-time low right now because everybody's taking their Bitcoin and moving it into altcoins. Why they're putting it in Ripple, I still don't know. That boggles my mind. Guys, should you buy Ripple? Absolutely not. No. On principle And also, all-time high, do not buy. Ingrain that in your brain. All-time high, do not buy. If it's an all-time high, do not buy. You're rarely ever going to win buying at an all-time high. Rarely. Okay? All-time high, do not buy. I'll say it a billion times until you guys get it. Until you get it. Because that's what I'm here to do. Help you guys out. You can learn from my mistakes so you don't have to make them. You're welcome. But, okay, so there was one. But then, if we look again, the first altcoin bubble that I was involved in, I think the all-time high was June 11th, all right? Then, the altcoins shot up June 19th. So it took almost a week then for people to move their money from Bitcoin into altcoins. And if we take a look at that, where are we going? We're going right here. That was like the first time that there was a very low Bitcoin dominance, all right? Now, what does that mean? I think it's a good time to buy Bitcoin. I think it's always a good time to buy Bitcoin. If you ask me when's the best time to buy Bitcoin, today. Actually, Wednesdays and Fridays are the best time to buy Bitcoin. Historically, it's been documented on the bitcoin.pub, all right? But yeah, Wednesdays and Fridays, or every day. I'm a big believer in Bitcoin. But anyways, market cycles, what to do, what should you do? Let's get into it, all right? So first thing, the Bitcoin surge. Here's the cool thing about stop losses. I talk about stop losses all the time. Stop losses allow you to ride a surge. So this past surge when Bitcoin went from like 6,500 to almost 20 grand in a few days, I was able to ride that surge because it had stop losses on most of my altcoins, got me out of those positions, allowed me to ride the surge of Bitcoin up. And then once it gets up there and it starts stalling, and one indicator that I use very often to determine how that's stalling is the MACD indicator, then I can get into some altcoin positions, and that's exactly what I did. So yeah, stop losses allow you to ride that surge up, and then don't buy at all-time highs. If you see Bitcoin skyrocketing, yeah, if you want to put a little bit more money in there, sure, but don't dump everything in. That's not the greatest time to get into Bitcoin, all right? It's, the best time is when nobody else is buying it. We want to think contrarian-like, be greedy when others are fearful and fearful when others are greedy. That's what we want to do because that's what smart investors do. Next, we have the crypto surge. So once that MACD, once the lines cross over each other, then Bitcoin's slowing down and you can think about buying some cryptos. Use those Bitcoin profits, invest them into cryptocurrencies, and that way you can make a lot of money when these cryptos start mooning, which they invariably do every time after a Bitcoin surge, from what I've seen. All right, I'm not an expert, not a financial advisor, nothing like that, but from what I've seen, from the patterns that I've seen, this is what happens. There's an N of 2 or 3 there, okay? So take it for what it's worth. Also with cryptos, don't buy at all-time highs. Every day, people are like, when Purge was mooning at like absolute prices, everybody's like, oh my gosh, buy Purge, buy Purge, buy Purge. No, don't buy Purge. When Cardano was at all-time highs, everybody's like, buy Cardano, buy Cardano. And it's like, no, don't. When something is mooning, forget about it. Look at something else. There's a billion cryptocurrencies out there. There's a lot of really undervalued ones, a lot of really good ones. So yeah, do your research. Don't buy at all-time highs. And then, finally, then there's the market consolidation and pullback, which we're starting to see right now. Okay, Bitcoin prices dropping, altcoin prices dropping, everything pretty much in the reds right now. If you take a look, a lot of reds right now. So what do you do? What do you do? Well, number one, okay, so let me say, if you were a complete financial expert, which I am not, I at least try and know what I am and what I'm not. What you would do is get your money, when you see things slowing down, you would get your money into fiat, and then you would find out the lowest point in the market, and then you would buy back into Bitcoin then. Well, I can't time the markets. I can't predict the markets. I prefer to just have my money in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies and not deal with fiat. So there's a difference between what I do and what like a true financial mercenary would do. All right. So just so you guys know, I can't time the markets, or at least I just haven't tried hard enough. But here's what you do in a market consolidation pullback. Solidify your Bitcoin positions, because guess what? Bitcoin's probably going up again. Yeah, I've increased the dollar cost average amounts that I put into Bitcoin right now as Bitcoin prices are coming down, because that's the best time to buy in as the prices are coming down. And then also you want to reset your stop losses on cryptocurrencies, because the next market cycle to come up is the Bitcoin surge. So if Bitcoin surges again, you don't want to sit on those cryptocurrencies that aren't really doing anything now, do you? It is worthwhile to note that after Bitcoin surges, you do want to get back into your cryptocurrency positions. So that just kind of like patience investing of the wealthy and wise. A few things to think about. We want to buy low, sell high, which is the exact opposite of what the emotional traders do, where they buy high and then sell low. They buy at the absolute top of Purge and then they sell because the price came down. I mean, duh, that's what happens when you buy at the highest. Also, we don't want to make pressured buys. So if everything inside of you is telling you, I've got to buy this now, don't. We don't want to make pressured sells. If the price is super duper low, we don't want to, I mean, unless the project's going to shit, you know, we don't want to sell because that would be the worst time to sell. And then lastly, guys, do your research. Stop asking which crypto should I buy and start actually reading white papers and looking at the Bitcoin forum pages and researching cryptos. You know, don't ask which one to buy. I'm not an expert. I just make YouTube videos. I mean, sorry to spoil it, but there's no experts on YouTube. All right? Nobody really knows what's going to happen except for the insider traders like Roger Ver. He knows. Okay? One person knows, but the rest of us, not really experts. Or maybe I'll just talk for myself. I'm not an expert. The rest of the people could be. I don't know. So, guys, that's my advice, all right? So just to review for you guys, Bitcoin surge, let the stop losses do the work. Just relax. Just ride the wave, okay? Crypto surge, put those Bitcoin profits into cryptocurrencies, then ride those moons, okay? When they moon, you want to put that money back into Bitcoin as a store of value. And then when there's market consolidation pullback like what we're seeing now, it's a great time to solidify your Bitcoin positions because who knows how low Bitcoin's going to go before it shoots off again. And I want to make sure I own as much of it as I possibly can, and I want to make sure you own as much of it as you possibly can when it shoots off. So for you guys who stuck around through the whole thing, to win that Ledger Nano S, just go to crypto-love.com/ledger. You can go ahead and win that. If you guys want to be part of the cruise, go to crypto-love.com/cruise. And lastly, guys, I just want to say thank you so much for subscribing. We're almost at 40,000, and even better, we're almost at 69,000. Woo! All right. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. All right. Peace.